Oh, it look,
Good evening, friends. Thank you for joining Candelina every evening to follow what's happening in India and abroad. Thank you for sending me your useful comments and suggestions. If you believe in this channel, do hit the like button, share with friends, and spread the message. Our only mission is to bring you the truth and both sides of the story. Thank you for your support. Friends, a lot of you have been sending me emails and sending messages and motivational messages, and also many of you have been contributing as well to the channel. This helps in the growth of the channel. So an immense thank you from all of us. Welcome Jaydev to this channel.
Good evening to all the viewers, and hope you had a nice weekend. In fact, we do have a lot of interesting news lined up, especially with regards to Sukesh Chandrasekhar. As you know, he has exposed many actresses like Jacqueline Fernandez, and now he's now exposing AAP ministers like Arvind Kejriwal, and so forth. So hi Vishali, welcome Ashok. So today, friends, we have two sessions lined up today. Today we had the news session preponed to 7 o'clock today because at 8 o'clock we'll be having a very interesting session with Mayur Kalbag, and he'll be talking about the various mysteries and secrets of Tibetan monks. So make sure that you tune in for that at 8 p.m. tonight. And also, you're free to ask your questions and experiences to Mayur, because he has done a lot of research on this particular topic, and you'll find the session very, very interesting and very, very interactive as well. So welcome, Rekha. Welcome, Ashok. Welcome, Vishali. So I guess many others are at work. So let's get to the first. The saying for today is the person who is always involved in good deeds experiences incessant divine happiness from Rigveda. It's a saying from Rigveda. Yes,
Yeah.
this is
So what yeah.
very yeah.
Yeah. What you understand from this is that friends, when you go to a gym and you do a workout when you get tired, what do you feel after the workout? You feel very good because you feel there's serotonin in your body which gives you that feel good emotion. Now similarly, the same thing is happens when you help people. When you help people and see the smile on their faces or the way they react to what you do, that is enough to make you feel, so good about yourself that you would want to do it again and again. And this is what actually changes your character systematically. The more you help, the more good things come to you equally. And see, this is something that I've experienced in life, that whenever you do something good, someone else who is not even related to you, helps you during diversity, when you have a problem. So this is something very important, friends. Try to include this, even if in a week you help one or two people, even in any way. And I'm not talking about physically. In many ways you can help people. So if you could do that, this is another point that can change your character drastically. So welcome, Mabel. Welcome, Rekha and Vishali, Ashok. Yeah. So let's go to the first piece of the news. It seems that Samantha Ruth Prabhu is back in action after sharing myostis status diagnosis. So, which is a disease which is where your muscles become weak or painful, or you have aching muscles. So I don't know. It's pronounced as a myostitis. That's how yeah, it's pronounced myostitis. This usually gets worse slowly after time, and you may also trip or fall a lot and be very tired after walking or standing. Now, Samantha is back in, in India, and she's, you see her that she is dressed in black, but you can see that she doesn't look very happy. So there's a sort of, sadness in her face. So apparently she's been undergoing a lot because she's been talking about this in Instagram and, talk about her symptoms. And so this has been after, you remember, She had a separation from her husband, and then she did some movies. Now, why I'm stressing on this, friends, is not that because I'm happy or unhappy because this lady has come back to B Town. It's because somewhere I feel, and I'm sure you also feel the same, that these heroines, whether it is depression or it is this kind of illness, something is wrong in Bollywood. And the moment you become a part of it, you become a part of this sickness, this whatever happens in your mind, as in depression, so many things affect you. And these people feel that, see, this is only for a short time. Take some mood alternatives, and you will be okay after some time. No, in fact, certain things like, in USA, you see that, see, fentanyl, even one dose of that is enough to kill. So we do not know what are the things these people consume. But there seems to, this girl is such a young girl, and I remember watching her interview with another actress from Kerala. She's Menaka's daughter. I forget her name. So she was also there, and I remember I was very surprised to hear this girl speaking because she was so fresh, and her points of view were so brilliant. And even in the interview with Karan Johar, she came out as a very self-independent person who did not agree with others, who gave her own point of view. Now you look at her picture and you see that, see, it's like she's come, she's down in the dumps. So something is terribly, terribly wrong in this dirty Bollywood. And she's someone's daughter. That's why we feel bad, because if anybody's daughter goes into this town, this is the kind of effect it has. So we've been doing interviews with so many people who say that back door, or behind the curtains, the scene is completely different. You see what happened to Rashmika? What happened to Rashmika? Rashmika was just your girl next door, and she would wear all those cute clothes and all that. Now you see her nearly naked. I was shocked to see her with some paparazzi wearing almost nothing, and then half the time she's covering herself with her hands. How much can your hands cover conceal? So it's a fact that they are forcing you to strip. They are forcing you to lose your whatever inhibitions. And if you look at that song in the movie that Ekta Kapoor has made, which is Goodbye, there's a song called Hick, I think. Hick, yes. And in that, this girl is wearing very short skirt and dancing and saying that, see, in the words of the song, the lyrics is that, see, what do you do in the weekend? You really enjoy, you go and do, drink and say hick, hick, hick. So that sort of thing. So are our young girls, see, apparently in that movie, she would have been around in the early 20s. Now, are we teaching our girls that, see, it's all okay to go for parties and drink alcohol? I mean, this was something that our parents never even allowed us to have. And I'm not saying that, see, it's wrong to have alcohol, but after, if you know how to control the amount you drink, it's fine. But when you don't have control, that's when, people may take advantage of you. So in this case, in Samantha's case, I feel very bad because a very intelligent woman is suddenly being manipulated by certain dark forces. And if you agree with me on this, or you don't agree with me, just post your comments, because everything that you say is of valuable for us.
Yeah, undoubtedly, many people in the chat have mentioned that is there a clock not working because we are an hour earlier than the usual? Because today we have, friends, we have two sessions lined up today, and that's the reason why we preponed our regular 8 p.m. News session for today only. So tomorrow we'll be having it at 8 o'clock. So your clocks and watches are working perfectly well. So, and coming back to Samantha, is that I think she has fallen for the trap which Bollywood has set, especially with Karan Johar inviting her on the Coffee with Karan show, and now she is going to do some Bollywood film. Just for a few fistful of dollars and for some fame, she's sacrificing a lot right, in terms of her health and because she is quite successful in Telugu films, and I don't see why she is unnecessarily risking her career and health for taking up work in
And
Bollywood.
also the
So
fact, Jaydev, that she's not one of those bimbos, See, like you see all the Nepo kids, she's not a bimbo. She is a woman with intellect, So it's very interesting to listen to her speak. She's an educated girl coming from a good family. So when this happens, you feel somewhere, that the parents have lost a daughter. Now, this is just we are subjective. We do not know. Perhaps there are other reasons for that as well. Now, Vishali says that Samantha underwent multiple number of plastic surgeries. Rashmika was from Kannada industry and
yes.
was engaged to Rakshit Shetty. Those girls have no choice. Either they abide by, yes, what is told to them, or they lose on the opportunities. So they choose willingly to fall for money and recognition. Sharmila says, I think silicone injections are costing lives fast.
Yeah,
Yes.
this could be normalizes everything. Minaji, drugs, alcoholism, gender changes, gay marriages, whatnot. They are creating a different world. Yes,
In
Vishali, and this.
Yeah, in fact, Vishali, see if you look closely, at Ekta Kapoor, see usually when men shave, there is a sort of a green, a green, a light green sheen, on the skin where you shave. So you can find that even in Ekta Kapoor's skin. So and she's tending to look more and more masculine. So I don't know what is the reason for this, but as we have discussed in many sessions, this seems to be the effects of certain what you call mood alternatives. So welcome, Vijeta. One
Welcome,
should see the dark.
Vijeta.
Yeah, one should see the dark side of Bollywood. Not everything there is glamorous. It's not a good career choice. Here, I'd like to make one more point, friends, and it's very important. I mean, if your parents, you've all been watching OTT platforms, and you will see that. See, whenever a movie or a series is being shown, they show you the category of, or what is the description of the movie or the series. So they'll tell you little things like violence, and also foul language. Okay. Now, here, friends, I want to tell you one thing. See, please do not allow your children to use four-lettered words in the house, because when they are with their peers, they will definitely use it. I've been seeing a lot of children use it every drop of the hat because they are watching these OTT platforms where teenagers are using it. Now you make it a rule as parents, please do not allow them to use these words. And you also, if you're a young parent, please do not use it, because this it's making mocking something that is sacred in our relationships. Okay. And it is not something to mock. Everything has its own meaning. Body functions and body relationship, everything has its own meaning. It is the West that has made it, demeaned it. Okay. So please do not allow this in your house. This is my request. Tell whatever it is, even if it is shit, let us not say that. Use a milder word for that. That way you will even improve the way you talk, and the way your children talk. Even if you feel like cursing, go into the bathroom and do it, but not in front of the kids. And don't allow, put it, make it a rule. Don't allow children to use four-lettered words. And even if you see them with their friends and use that word, you please admonish them, because it's not good for them. They do not understand even the meaning of it. They're just using it because they see it on TV. So please, this is a request from our side.
Yeah, let's take a few comments. Thanks, Radhika. You're welcome. Samantha is trapped for more movies in future. Yes, Rekha, we earlier mentioned, that a lot of South Indian film stars, they have, made a career suicide, like Vijay Deverakonda and Prabhas and Rashmika. So now it's Samantha. Good evening, Sunita. Today we are an hour late, hour early, sorry, because there are two sessions lined up for today. After this, we'll be having a session with Mayur Kalbag, who will be speaking on, the experiences and secrets and of Tibetan monks. It'll be a very interesting and interactive session. Make sure to tune in at 8 p.m. tonight. So it'll be a very interesting session. You can ask your questions, whatever it is. Hi, sharing. Long time. Famous. Yeah, friends, please make sure to hit the like button as it will help this video reach more audiences and more awareness is spread. So, actually, the silicon industry or muscle building powders are controlling information that could affect their business. So, we have to honestly work on authentic information for anything we decide to do. So, yes, Sharmila, power and money are big evils. I completely agree. I'm very strict with my girls not to use bad words. There's no need to use words to show anger and frustration. Yes.
Absolutely. Well said, Vishali.
So, and Vishali, I think you should, spread awareness to other parents as well. Who may be working full time and they don't have time to concentrate on looking after their children, mentoring them. So, in those cases, also, awareness should
You
be
know
spread.
why? Yeah, why? Jaydev, why I say this, and to all our viewers, is that, see, I was just listening to a conversation outside the balcony where a car, stopped, and some teenagers got outside, and
Mm.
every second sentence was FUC,
So, it's cuss
fake.
words.
Yeah, so it's, they're just saying it casually, like, I want to see you, and then add that word. So for what?
Yeah.
Does it have a meaning? It
So
doesn't have
this
a
is
meaning.
from where do they learn these words?
Yeah,
It is from seeing Bollywood films, right?
and this OTT
And these
platform.
serials.
Yeah.
Every web series has abusive language, girls smoking, LGBT, broken family. Yes, Manjushri, and that's why our youngsters are unfortunately learning these cuss words. And, um, even stand-up comedians use these words. I wonder why. Thanks for touching this top because they youngsters think that using these cuss words make them look cool. So which is not the
You
case,
remember,
right?
Vaishali, in this movie that Kajal was acting in, a series, she kept using that word. And, coming out of her mouth, was so odd because it was not connected to what she was saying at all. And, having this ethnic background, she, it stuck up like, like a sore thumb. So making our Indian women and men do this, it's a shame. It's a shame.
From trapping you to manipulating and showing every bad habits are cool. If is the only thing one can learn from Bollywood, basically, how to stop using brain. Well
Yeah,
said, Lakshmi.
yeah.
I in fact clicked to check if I was on the live stream now, and then you just mentioned that you had started earlier. Yes, Sylvia. For
Welcome,
today,
Sylvia.
we
Always
have
nice to
two
see you.
sessions lined up. So
Yeah.
the F word, the
Yes.
B word, I hate it. Yeah.
Yes.
Hi, Maya. I hope you had a nice weekend.
Yeah. So let's go to the next piece of news, yeah?
So, friends, now Sukesh Chandrasekhar has now exposed the AAP, you know, party members now, namely Arvind Kejriwal and Satyendra Jain. So, Sukesh Chandrasekhar is on a roll after exposing Jacqueline Fernandez. Now, Sukesh Chandrasekhar pens a second letter. He said rupees 50 crores to Arvind Kejriwal for Rajya Sabha seat and rupees 500 crore demand towards AAP and Satyendra Jain's threats. Now, Sukesh Chandrasekhar has leveled fresh allegations against Aam Aadmi Party's convener, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, and AAP leader Satyendra Jain in a new letter that he wrote from Tihar jail on 4th November 2022. Now, he said in his letter that he's being terrorized at the behest of Satyendra Jain and ex-DG prisons of Tihar jail after his complaint to the Delhi LG went public. Earlier, Sukesh wrote a letter to Delhi LG's Vinay Kumar Saxena. In the letter, he alleged that he had paid rupees 10 crores to arrested AAP Minister Satyendra Jain as protection money to survive in jail. In the second letter addressed to the media, he wrote, I hereby state that all the facts given in the complaint filed are true, and I stick to the facts disclosed and will furnish all evidence to the CBI once the investigation starts. Now, he added that the complaint filed is only a small part of the entire episode of events that have been taken place. I have filed an additional complaint with the other facts pertaining to Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, Mr. Gehlot, and Mr. Satyendra Jain. The additional complaint is filed yesterday before LG Delhi. Sukesh Chandrasekhar further wrote in the letter, after my first complaint went public on media, Mr. Satyendra Jain started threatening me through the jail administration and the ex-DG as the truth is going to be out and the AAP are going to be exposed to a different level. He wrote, Mr. Kejriwal, I am the country's biggest thug according to you. Then why did you receive 50 crores from me and offer me a Rajya Sabha seat? Why does that make you Maha Thug? Sukesh Chandrasekhar met yet another serious charge against Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. In exchange for seats, he said the supreme leader of the AAP had forced him to spot 20 to 30 more people who would provide 500 crores to the party. He wrote, Kejriwal ji, why you force me to bring 20 to 30 more individuals contribute 500 crores cash to AAP in return for seats and posting in AAP, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu in 2016? Why you forced me and kept following up with me to make sure Mr. Bhaskar Rao, ex-commissioner Bangalore, is convinced and joins only AAP after his service as a super cop? So on November 4, Sandeep Goyal, the Director General of Prisons, was transferred from Tihar jail in the national capital only days after Sukesh Chandrasekhar alleged that he had paid protection money to Delhi Minister Satyendra Jain. The 1989 batch AGMUT cadre officer was transferred from Tihar jail and instructed to report to PHQ for further orders according to a formal order. Now, Sukesh Chandrasekhar is incarcerated in Delhi's Mandoli prison on charges that he tried to extort cash from, prominent figures and celebrities. He was initially imprisoned at Tihar jail, but after making numerous requests, he was moved. In Tihar's prison, he allegedly got death threats. So this is a very big, revelation or allegation by this conman Sukesh Chandrasekhar against Arvind
You know,
Kejriwal and Satyendra Jain.
sometime back,
Unbelievable.
Dr. Swami used to call him Shri 420, Arvind Kejriwal. And that is exactly the right word for him. He cheats everybody, he lies, they lie openly, they don't have any shame. They will say something and do exactly the opposite the next day. In fact, they are Bollywood, they are the ugly face of Bollywood. And they are Bollywood, without any doubt. Now, Meera says Delhi people think they're getting everything free, so they will praise Kejriwal. Freeloaders will learn their lesson the hard way.
Yes,
Yes,
well said,
absolutely.
Mira.
Yeah. Sunita says not only they are making the actresses semi-naked, but if you carefully observe, they're making like a new normal. This is what they're doing.
Yes, Sunita.
Just like
Especially with the
see what
likes
they're
of
doing to
Urfi Javed.
Urfi. Yeah, exactly. So what's happening is that they're imposing things on you. What you don't want to see, they're putting it on your face and rubbing it. The F is making a very common in Bollywood. Not only that, they made this word a new normal, says Varsha. Absolutely.
Intentionally,
Yeah,
Varsha.
yeah. Maya Jagannath, strange, Sukesh is dragging only up. But prison admin DGP is appointed by center. Also, how his
Yes.
letter from prison reached Lieutenant Governor from Mandoli, while in Tihar the AAP ministers are lodged.
Very
Now,
good
here,
question.
Maya, let me tell you a very interesting sort of sequence here. Okay, now, see, whether it's credit to people, like us who are giving the news or not, I do not know. But let me tell you something. See, when Jacqueline Fernandez, a small piece of news came saying that she's going to get married to a South Indian, businessman, and she's going to buy this much crore house in, in Mumbai, posh area of Mumbai. That's when we said that ED and others should be looking this up. Precisely after that, a month later, she was pulled up by the ED and the questioning started. Then after that, the Sukesh connection came out. Then after that, a few months later, we asked the same question that you asked. To the government, asking why Tihar jail has absolutely no accountability. Now they are the prison warden or the prison, all the management. If they allow people to do whatever they want and have a honeymoon inside the jail, like Sukesh is doing, that means it's not Sukesh who should be pulled up. It's the prison authorities who should be pulled up and the government that's behind it. Immediately, what happened was then this sort of link came in, which means hectic probing and all starting. Okay, this is not something that your mainstream media is going to say. They will say, all right, that Sukesh had had trapped Jacqueline because Jacqueline is in their good books. Okay, so they'll give you another version of it. But actual fact is that the governments are supporting them. And when they realized it, that see, if you want a clean government, you cannot have a dirty jail authority. that allows you to fly in a private jet and give gifts to your girlfriend. So these things are all coming out, Maya, because a lot of people are exposing it now, and this exposure is not, see, because of social media, they cannot rest easy now. Everybody now, for example, Kiran Rijiju, he just praised this actor, this clown, what's his name? Varun Dhawan,
Varun Dhawan.
you know, yes, and said that he's done something for, I don't know whether it's for Meghalaya or, for some state. And he said that he's such an exceptionally talented and gifted man. My blood boiled at the top, we just went up, shut up. And I immediately said, I said, do you even watch his movies, Mr. Minister? You don't. You don't even know the kind of action this man does. Okay, he can't act for nuts. And his dialogue delivery and his everything is terrible. On what basis are you congratulating this man or making him an ambassador? Please stick to your work. You should be asking why this, justice for Sushant Singh has been delayed so far. You are the law minister. So, these things upset you. Yes, this is the photo. These things upset. Look at the way Kiran Rijiju is sitting. Like a Maharaja. You're not a king. The person who's leading the country is walking around, canvassing and doing 100 things. You're sitting back on your chair and enjoying the pomp and this thing that these people give you, Bollywood gives you. How can we respect you as a minister? See, and not only that, there was a string of responses to his tweet. I don't know how he faces. I don't even know whether he reads the streets. This is the kind of ministers that we have.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Varun Dhawan seems to be in traditional dressing, apart from the fashion, like very. He wears Western outfits, and
Modern, yeah,
now in front of
absolutely.
a BJP minister, he's very, Sansari and
Sharmila says Urfi Jaffrey is scaring us. We don't know what's her next costume. Yes, going to be. Welcome, Ushma.
welcome, Ushma.
After a long time. Sharing all systems are corrupted, manipulated, mainstream media all
Yes,
works together to fool us. Yes. Even Arnab stopped shouting about that is because they get ads, Vishali. The amount they spend on ads is you cannot even imagine. That is the amount of money they're spending on mainstream media and giving them ads. That is why all these people are sucking up to them. It was mentioned 145 crores house. Was shocked at the news. Then, because such a huge amount from where Jacqueline got flop actress, now I get it. Yes. Oh, you have brought out the links very explicitly. So all are in cahoots. Yes. Thanks to social media
yes,
YouTubers. Not only YouTubers, Maya, people like you as well. See, you're also tweeting. Many people are exposing this. We are just one part of it. But thankfully, we are one voice, and this one voice is raising these issues. And I'm very glad that, it's getting noticed. Whenever these politicians go on the dais and say, we want a corruption free government, they'll be reminded when they see our tweets, you know. So every time we tweet and say, no, this is something is wrong, they'll run and go and look at it. Even look at the way Madam Minister is keeping quiet now. Madam Minister has become very silent because the Prime Minister would have told her, please keep your mouth shut. Because every time you say something, you put your foot in your mouth and everybody comes after you. So now she's keeping a low profile. So it's good. All these people should be told to, sit and do work. And the first thing Kiran Rijiju should do is find out why the delay in SSR in Disha case. Namaste to
namaste,
both of you,
Yara.
Mayura. Rarely I catch up with you. I'm always happy doing it. Happy to see you. Greetings from London. Here, Mayura and all of you, just by chance I was watching, these kids' a dance program, an older one. I didn't know it was an old one, but anyway, I like the children's dance. And suddenly I saw one of the judges was Sushant Singh Rajput. And somehow when you see him, you become very emotional because of his beautiful face and the kindness in his face and the fact that he is so genuine. And I was thinking that Oh God, what did they do to this man? You know, what an actor he was. What a human, more than actor, I would say. What a human being he was, and what did they do to such an innocent life? It made me very sad. That's why I can't see SSR's movies anymore because if I see it, I mean, that night I will not sleep. And these bloody fools, oh God, I'm saying a four-letter. So let me take my words back. So these fools are coming on India Today, a conclave, and showing off. We're talking about who? Baby Penguin. We're talking about Shinde. We're talking about Fadnavis. Now they are the people apparently who gave in very easily to a Shiv Sena person in East Andheri, I think, and that person won. Now, why did they do that? Are they all hand in glove? Now, see, these things are really, really depressing. So, again, coming back to SSR, we cannot forgive. We need justice at all costs. As soon as VD and Kiara appeared in a new ad, there are speculations started about their relationship. Already
Yes.
casted in the new movie? Probably, yes. I got disturbed whenever I see, yes, SSR movies or even songs. His innocence, yes. Yes, whenever I see SSR's pictures, my heart just burns, hurts so bad, and my ears. Yes, I don't know. The emotion is, it just hits you right. You know, what have they done to him? And how could they? Is there no law in our country that can protect people like him? And not only him, look at Disha, Janvi, Jia, all these people, Sonali Fogat, this young girl, in Uttarakhand, and the Vaishali. I mean, how many deaths are we looking at? All people who are not connected with us, but we can feel their pain. SSR being taken by Imtiaz Khatri with a wine glass in hands was a very scary video.
Yes,
Yes, we
Jeevan.
never forget it. Absolutely, Jivan. Ma'am, you use word bloody for them because their hands are full of. Yes, and I'm sorry for that. After giving this advice, I should also be very careful. Hi, Jeevan. Now I get your name right. Jeevan corrected. Or
Good one, Vishali.
Ninaji, in these kids' talent show, I saw Anu Malik as a judge. Yes, and my blood boils. He is an accused. And how do they allow him to judge? He is a pedophile. That's what Alish pedophile, let's say that. What did he do to Alisha? Chinoy? Everybody knows such characters.
I
Terrible.
mean, what do you, I mean, whenever I see Sajid Khan, on Big Boss, my blood boils because how many women, he has
Accused. Yeah,
misbehaved. Each and every actress, I mean, every week some actress comes out in the open and, they expose him. And in spite of that, he's enjoying in Big Boss and
yeah.
no action is taken on him. So, you know,
I
um,
always have tears, Minaji and Jerry. Yes. Even in BB Hindi, there is a contestant, Archana, who contested in the election from
okay.
Hastinapur from Congress side. The way she's talking is cheap, below the belt and bullying. Okay. Some soul connection. Yes, Ushma. So deep. Yes, I minded being called Junior Bachchan. Can't belong from Talibani family. Yeah, Jen.
Sometimes we can't stop ourselves from using such words for these people, says Sylvia. And yes, Sylvia, you know, just boycott Bollywood, says forever sharing. Anu Malik is also bad.
Yes, yes. With
Yeah, I
Alisha
mean, he has a
Chaudhary.
colorful past,
Yes.
Jivan. So
Yeah. Friendship for songs.
even the last where we see how SSR was drugged, which really is upsetting. Yes, Dhanashri.
Yeah, and for
These
that we
images we
can
can never
never,
forget.
ever, ever forget Ria. Forgive Ria. So whatever her, what you call her word for him was Babu. Sorry, Babu. She should be given that, a punch on her face for that. Sorry, Babu. Anu Malik molested. Yes, Alisha. Yes, we heard when we were in university. Yes, I remember. What is Shekhar Suman doing in Big Boss? Anywhere where he gets attention, he is another Kangana. He is another KRK. These are all the same, same what you call species. I'm exactly the opposite. I cannot bear seeing any other Bollywood movie. And if I was a huge fan, I can only watch Sushant's. Yes, we did not mean it that way, Miora. It's not that we watch other movies. It's just that, see, whenever we see Sushant's face, we end up, becoming very emotional, crying and watching and crying because I couldn't save. Yes, absolutely, Miora.
Hi,
Hi,
Sherry.
greetings from Bhutan. Really enjoy your session. And thank you so much,
Thank
Sharon,
you
for
so much.
always joining us. Yeah.
And friends,
Some,
make sure to hit the like button and share it with as many people as possible, because that's the only way this video will reach to many people, because because YouTube favors content which is very pro Bollywood, and you can see that anything which is pro Bollywood will become viral, because that's how YouTube is designed. So it is your sort of if you want this to channel to grow even further, it would be highly appreciated if you could share this channel to many of your friends and family.
yeah.
Shekhar Suman was two opportunities. He sold his. Okay, he had a lot of opportunities. Is that what you're saying, Sherry?
So here,
Okay.
yeah, I wanted to make another comment. That is, by chance, I saw Anaconda Mouth. Who I'm talking about. In a sponsored program. Now, whoever throws any brand that throws her a program, Anaconda Mouth is there first with her laughter and her teeth sticking out. Now, this one is about some fitness, maybe some protein drink or something, and she had another dimwit, that is Sonakshi, in it. And the conversation that the two had, I'm sure kindergarten children will have a more sensible conversation. This is the IQ of Anaconda and the shotgun's daughter. So this is what they discuss at Bollywood parties, and then they say they don't like to socialize. They land up at every party dressed in everything from stilettos to slit shirts and skirts, and they say that they don't like to socialize. Look at what they say and what they do. Yeah. So moving to the next piece of news, Akshay Khanna is often regarded as the dark horse of Bollywood. You remember the son of Vinod Khanna. Now he makes a comeback in the mainstream film with Ajay Devgan's Tara Drishyam 2. Recently, while interacting with the media, the actor confessed that he was supposed to star in the 2007 social drama Tare Zameen Par, but Amir Khan took it. During the interview, the star stated that the Tare Zameen Par's director Amol Gupta wanted him to be cast as Professor Ram Shankar Nikum, but the director was unable to approach him. So he asked for Amir's help in getting in touch with him. Khanna and Khan did Dil Chahta Hai together, and they maintained a cordial relationship. Thus, Amir asked Amol to narrate the script to him first. If he likes it, then he would approach Akshay. However, after hearing the script, Amir took the film for himself. Narrating the incident, Akshay said, Amir being Amir told him, I cannot recommend a script unless I hear it first. So make me hear it. If I like it, I will tell Akshay. But he liked it so much that he did it, says Akshay. So look at the double-faced character of this Buddha, who came in Lal Singh Chaddha. Everyone who has interacted with him has said that he's a traitor, right from his brother to everybody, every woman in his life, everybody, even the children do not like the father. This is the kind of man Amir Khan is.
So before that, friends, I would like to share one video. I'm sure many of you might have seen it, but anyway, it is very funny. So this is a party where the guy in the blue shirt is Salman Khan, and this lady is none other than Swara Bhaskar, trying to catch the attention of Salman Khan.
Yeah, this is an
So you
old
can see how Swara
video.
Bhaskar is dancing, and then there's this film where this Hijra is dancing in front of Nana Patekar.
And she had tweeted, sitting in the metro, that I hope you people will notice us. So I also tweeted back saying that, see, people would notice you only if you dance the way you danced in front of Salman Khan at Ganesha festival. So the kind of answers that she was getting was, I mean, hilarious. She's another woman who people cannot tolerate. So
Yeah.
let's take some
So
comments.
yeah.
Justice on earth may happen whenever, but God has given justice to Sushant. Each film is flopping and will continue till Bollywood collapses and is completely eliminated. Justice for SSR. Jeevan. Somehow, when I see any of these Bollywood, I can see the torturous murder of SSR on their face. This is what I see, Jeevan. Even when they were interviewing Baby Penguin, I was not watching what he was saying, because anything, anyway, what he was speaking was sheer nonsense. And he was calling these people who left the party as gaddars. Can you imagine a political party guy calling people gaddars? You know, that is his language. Then looking at his eyes and looking at his face, is really very frightening, because what is he up to is what we think. How well you have summed it up in your this one single sentence. When Shilpa Shetty was asked by one of the journalists why you're promoting yoga, she answered, for sex appeal. I can see her dumbness or her stupidity. Absolutely. Anaconda is Shilpa Shetty. Dentist delight, according to Karthik. In fact, where is Karthik? We miss Karthik.
He must be at work, I guess.
I'm so happy that you've reached 43.5 Ks.
I think it's
Thanks to all of you.
43.1 now. You might, Vishali. It's not 43.5.
Anyway, see, her good wishes are with us.
Thank you
So
anyway,
it will soon go up to
Vishali.
that. Yeah. Mrs. Pond, yes, Kundra. See, here also, please understand, Sharing, that she would have caught the feet of Salman Khan when this happened, because she had lost all face and she had to somehow come back into, a public eye. And that's when she fell at everybody's feet and got herself this, what you call this contest to come back, where she could show her
And
anaconda
so,
mouth again.
coming to Swara Bhaskar, I would like to add one more piece of information. So, this is a picture of Swara Bhaskar in New
The
York
metro.
Metro. And from the New York substation, she tweeted that, hello, NYC, come say hi, folks, if anyone spots me on the subway. Now, back then, she had tweeted about the Mumbai Metro Rail development, and she said, "Please retweet and spread the word. Peeps, save RA, save RA, save Mumbai, save RA Forest," and suggesting that the Mumbai Metro project is harmful to the interest of Mumbaikars. So you can see the hypocrisy of Swara Bhaskar. She's tweeting from New York subway and saying that the Mumbai Metro project is harmful for the environment. So that's Swara Bhaskar for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Meera says Swara does not need to dress up for Halloween. Even latest is Aaron Carter, international pop star. He died in a bathtub. Very suspicious, yes. Also, see, Hema, if you notice, I'm talking to all of you, is that, see, if you look at Hollywood, the top stars, Jaydeep, we watched a very brilliant movie yesterday of the actor, what is his name? Brilliant movie where he saves the child.
Liam Neeson.
Liam Nielsen. Now, people like Liam, they are one of the best actors in Hollywood. I mean, if he comes in a movie, you can rest assured that he selects only the best movies. But you will see that he wants to change his religion and become a Muslim. Now, the leftist thing in Hollywood is very, very high. People wanting to, unhappy with right wingers and all these things. There were only a few actors like who converted to Hinduism, like Julia Roberts, and it's that's what I'm saying. See, the effect of the Illuminati in the West is terrible. Vishali says, if someone dies in bathtub, yes, I have my doubts. That's the kind of dance clowns deserve. Yes, they have made bathtubs a different meaning now. Bathtubs also scare us. Yes. Dhanashri
Hi,
says,
Deepak.
yeah, baby penguin can't speak Marathi properly. He wants to lead the state. And he calls everybody gaddars. That's the kind of dance, yes. Friends, don't buy the products these YouTubers are promoting, being creams, oils, protein powder. They are very bad. Did you recently see the discussion on Republic TV where they had a person, new person, who said that he saw needle marks on SSR's neck and that he was there carrying his body, his leg was
I think it
broken.
must be like
So this is
been an
yeah,
old
this is an old one.
footage.
Sylvia, the hospital attendant said that. I remember that very clearly. Law is always unhappy. Yeah, left wing is always unhappy with right wing. Let them die. Will drugs wish granted? Yes. Clowns, Bollywood clowns. Yes. Actually, the protest of uh, RA is Karshed is supported by Christian missionaries. Okay. So let's move on to the next piece of news here. Then.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you can take this.
Yeah. So let's go to Hansika Motwani. Hansika Motwani took the internet by surprise by announcing her engagement with entrepreneur Sohail Kathuria. However, netizens are now stunned by the fact that the bride to be has attended the first wedding of her future would be. Sounds confusing. While researching a bit about Sohail, we found out this is his second marriage. He was earlier married to a woman named Rinki Bajaj in 2016. Here's another interesting fact. Bajaj was also a common friend of Hansika. In an old wedding video of Sohail and Rinki's wedding, Hansika was captured enjoying the festivities. The video and the actress's connection with Sohail's first wife will surely surprise you. According to a report in media, both have been best friends for quite some time. The duo are business partners as well, and together they planned several events. After working closely together, they eventually fell in love with each other. So this is something, very strange, and I don't know how it works because you know if you look at some things in Bollywood, perhaps we'll do a story on this also. See, for example, the woman that Farhan Akhtar was married to. You remember the lady who was cutting hair, the lady barber. Now, he tried to promote her in many ways, but it didn't work out. Okay. Anyway, that lady Baba ended up in Goa. Now, who is she in love or in linked with? Is Dino Moria's brother. Just look at that, okay? And so
So you
you
can
will
do
see
the
that,
connection.
yeah. So you will see that these women are being passed around. So when someone is not happy, this happened also with Kiara. Now, Kiara has been changing relationships very fast. Same thing with Alia Bhatt. Alia Bhatt was what, earlier she was, linked with Siddharth Malhotra. Then she went to many other people before she finally settled on this guy, this Kapoor guy. And now
Ranbir.
the news is, yeah, now news is that she just went into the hospital. She had a kid, and now the kid, they've named the kid. Now, this is all very surprising. She went into Ambani's hospital and she had a kid. Now, everything, and they say that it's the seventh month, so 2 months early also. Now, why we have our apprehensions about this is that the way the size of the baby changed, looking at her stomach, which used to go flat sometimes, which used to become small at times, which used to become big, which used to change, and she used to keep adjusting it also. So all these things used to put a lot of doubts in the people whether this was really a proper pregnancy that was she was undergoing. Anyway, now secrets in Bollywood will always remain so tight that you cannot know. Everybody is paid, right from the doctors, the hospital, everybody will be paid to keep the secrets. For example, we were told by people who are connected to some gynecologists saying that, see, these, actresses who act like Pati, like Pavitra, Sri,
Satya
with
Savitri.
yeah, Sati Savitris, they are the ones who run to gynecologists because with sexually transmitted diseases, which means they've been sleeping around with many men. and then they come out and they coyly, flutter their eyelashes, go for, puja and hit their heads against, the Shivalingam. So these are all, look at the kind of hypocrisy that exists in Bollywood. Alia Bhatt gave birth to a daughter within 6 months. Yes, how come? They say 7 months.
So one of the
Alia
few
did same
miracles
to
of
Tina.
Bollywood.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Sylvia, yes. Alia last week media was it's a son, and suddenly I heard yesterday it's a girl. They are creating drama only to win views. 6.5 months it seems. How come baby so soon? Yes, and yes. So that's also Varun Dhawan. Alia loved Varun. Yes, for a long time. I'm waiting for 8 o'clock session. Yeah. So I think we have still 10 minutes more for that.
So
So
yeah, I think
let's move.
that's
Yeah.
yeah,
Let's
that's
move on to the next. Yeah. Next piece of news. In the podcast, Shweta recalled working as an assistant teacher at a kindergarten when she moved to Delhi after her marriage with businessman Nikhil Nanda. Nikhil is the cousin of actor Kareena Kapoor and Ranbir Kapoor. In the podcast, Shweta seemingly blamed mother for not educating her about finances from a young age, as she spoke about borrowing money from her brother Abhishek, not only in college but also during her school days. Shweta said, "My relationship with money is really bad. I was borrowing money from Abhishek, not just in college, but in school also, for buying food and food. When you're in boarding, food is the number one commodity you can't live without. I was never educated on managing finances. Then, when I got married and I was in Delhi, I had a job as an assistant teacher in a kindergarten, learning tree. Where I got a salary, I think it was 3,000 per month. I put it in a bank, she said as she spoke on Navia's podcast. Now, Shweta, who is now an author and entrepreneur, further revealed it was daughter Navia who managed the daily expenses and maintained a Microsoft Excel sheet of their finances. I don't handle the finances of my business, even now, but I do understand the financial side. I would never want you, Navya, to be like me. I'm very happy both you and Agastya are very aware. Even now in our houses, Navya manages the money. Even I look at it, the family finances listed on Excel sheet. My ignorance in all things finances has not come down to you, Navya. It's something about numbers. I just see them and I get nervous. Now, this is the same thing that you remember that Janvi was speaking about, saying that, see, arithmetic and, anything to do with maths used to make her very frightened, you know. So it's just that, see, it's not only about maths, it's just that, see, studies never interested these people anyway, because they had such a cozy life and a silver spoon to feed them.
I
Meera,
really
difficult.
wonder why they
Yeah,
took up a job. She took up a job of 3,000 rupees per month when she's the
yeah.
daughter of Amitabh
That's what
Bachchan.
Meera is saying. Hypocrite
Yes.
Shweta married into the Nanda family, owners of escorts. She is Navya Naveli, Amitabh's granddaughter. Yes.
Yeah, today, Nisha, today is an exception, Nisha, that we preponed our live session because we have one more session with Mayur Kalbag, at 8 p.m. regarding Tibetan monks. So it's just for today.
Yeah.
Modern science says,
Yeah. Moving on to the
wait,
next
I,
piece of
I would
news,
say
sir.
it's Bollywood science.
Yeah. Moving on to Twitter. Jerry, the next piece of news.
Yeah, so Twitter, doesn't have very good news for people working in India for Twitter because more than 90% of the staff in India was fired in Twitter. And so this is part of the global reductions by Elon Musk and severely depleting the engineering and product stuff in a potential growth market. And the company employed just over 200 people in India, and the cuts left it with just about a dozen staff. So people familiar with the matter said asking not to be named because of the sensitivity of the matter. And about 70%, 70% of the jobs cut in India were from the product and engineering team, which worked on a global mandate. And positions were also slashed across functions including marketing, public policy, and corporate communications. And globally, the San Francisco based company Twitter reduced its headcount by about half or roughly 3,700 workers. So, Twitter offices are located in Delhi and Bombay and Bangalore. The company has about 3,700 employees remaining globally. So Musk is pushing those who remain to move quickly in shipping new features, and in some cases, employees have even slept at the office to meet deadlines. So apparently, 70% of the staff has been fired in India, especially. So Elon Musk is making some very, very big changes in Twitter as of now, and let's see if this changes, if these changes turn out to be for the positive, right? इसका पति है या उसका पति है, इसका पति, this is Bollywood says
See,
Jeevan.
Jeevan, see what you said is so true because see, I was watching an event where Hrithik is coming out with Suzanne and Suzanne's boyfriend, present boyfriend, and some other friends from some restaurant or something, and Suzanne acts as though Hrithik doesn't exist, and Hrithik is was busy talking to someone. Now, before going, she taps Hrithik, and she says she mumbles something. Now you can make out from his lip movement that he's saying, "What are you saying?" So apparently she just wanted to get his attention, and she walked off. You first of all, you are not no longer connected with that guy. Why do you want his attention now? Isn't it? It's so strange. And the way I'm not blaming Hrithik entirely for this as well, because see, this girl already has a boyfriend. She's flirting with that guy, and then she still wants Hrithik to give her attention. What kind of relationships are this? It's exactly what Jeevan spoke about just now. Yeah,
Yeah,
please
sharing.
support them. Yes. Yesterday, I'm also checked your live
I,
wasn't there.
Nisha, we are not live on Sunday. Sunday, we are
Yeah,
live
Sunday is
from
up.
Monday
Yes.
to Saturday.
The only day we have a holiday. Yeah, that is Hollywood. Bollywood like lying, yes. Nisha Patel, Sunday is a holiday. Sunday is a holiday dish. And cheating. A truth teller like Sushant would never have a place there. Absolutely. Hrithik is unlucky. First Suzanne and then Kangana. And not only that, Vishali. After that, he had a head surgery, they say. Of course, I'm sure that it is something more. And now he does not look the same. He was very good looking in the beginning. But now he looks, like a tired old man. Bichara, yes. Even in some TV serial, co-parenting is being promoted. Yes. And now Sabah Azad. See, another person you will find who is very close to Ekta Kapoor, this is something for your interest as well, is a lady who was a producer for Lakshmi Bomb. She's a Pakistani lady. And she's very, very close to Ekta Kapoor. So you will see her. And she's quite a lily lady, and she wears the smallest of shorts. I
Shabina
mean,
Khan, is it?
but some can't.
Shabina Khan.
Yes, Sabina Khan, exactly. And she's not exactly beautiful. So when she comes in these short, she's quite an old woman. So when she comes in these very short dresses, she looks very repulsive. But she is one of the closest friends of Ekta Kapoor. You can see her at every party. If you look at Ekta's parties, you can identify the people who are closest to her. Yeah.
Yeah. So, friends,
And Savali.
That's all the news for today. And do join us again 2 minutes from now with Mayur Kalba.
Yeah. Good night then.
Good night.